With 17 different cities in the Columbia River Gorge area that you can choose from, which one is best for you? I moved here from Seattle 7 years ago, and we help over 100 families every year buy and sell in the Columbia River Gorge. Today, I want to show you my ranking of the best and worst cities so you don't have to spend time searching the entire internet trying to figure out which one is better for your budget, the home you want, where it's located, what's around it, and what it's actually like living there. So, we simplified the list of cities using several different factors, ranking the top 13 cities from Tier 3 to Tier 1 to help you decide. One thing to keep in mind is that best and worst will vary for everyone based on what you're looking for. I'll share my personal favorite at the end. So starting with tier number 3, we have Cascade Lock. With unique small-town intimacy, high quality of life, affordable homes, and extraordinary outdoor scenery, you'll only be 43 miles from Portland here. It's also the only Oregon city in Tier 3. Cascade Locks is well known for its history in the iconic Bridge of the Gods. It also has many natural wonders to explore. It's a perfect city for outdoor enthusiasts, especially hiking lovers who can enjoy spots like the Pacific Crest Trail and the Mount Hood National Forest. The city is also known for being named one of the top 5 locations for sailing in the world, hosting national and international level sailing regattas each year. Other popular nearby attractions of Cascade Locks include the Multnomah Falls, the Bonneville Dam, and several museums like the city's historical museum. But if we have to point out a con of living here, it's definitely the lack of shopping, dining, and things to do. Of course, the city does have some dining spots and small boutiques, but if you want big shopping centers, you'll need to hop in your car and head to Portland. Besides, compared to large cities such as Portland and Vancouver, here you'll find a very limited job market, and if you're coming without a job, finding one in your fields can be a bit difficult. You would buy here if you want more small-town rural living with easy access to Portland and Vancouver. Now, moving over to the washing side of the gorge, Bingen, Lyle, and Goldendale would make this list. Even though Bingen is right next to White Salmon and across from Hood River, it's not really much of a thing right now. But it's an honorable mention because its proximity to everything in the gorge. Lyle is a small, unincorporated community in Klickitat County, located along the Columbia River, west of the Dalles, Oregon, and east of White Salmon and Hood River. Lyle is known for its wineries, fruit orchards, and access to outdoor recreation, but it's a small town with only a couple of restaurants and limited resources. This would be a great place to buy if you want to be on the Washington side of the gorge, but don't want to spend as much as you would in White Salmon. If you want to have a more rural lifestyle, or if you're into recreation, such as hunting or fishing. While Goldendale, Washington is a larger city in Klickitat, it's located north of the Columbia River Gorge, approximately 13 miles north of Dalles Fort and 20 miles northeast of Lyle. Goldendale is known for its rural character, agriculture, and proximity to outdoor attractions like the Goldendale Observatory and Maryhill Museum of Art. This city has around 3,500 people. You would buy here if you want affordability but still want to be in the path of progress, you want a drier climate, and if you want to have the option to have more land and space between you and your neighbors. Real quick, before we jump into Tier 2 cities, if you want to know everything about life in the Columbia River Gorge and you want to stay updated on what's happening here, then make sure you subscribe to my channel right now so you get the best updates on life in the gorge. Okay, so heading to Tier 2, we have 4 cities. We have Stevenson, Washington, and Underwood, Washington, both located in Skamania County, offering stunning views of the Columbia River Gorge and the Cascade Mountains. While Stevenson is a small city with only around 1,500 people, it is situated along the Columbia River around 45 minutes from Portland and Vancouver, serving as a gateway to the southern Cascades. Stevenson is near the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest, where you can spend the day camping, hiking, or riding on biking trails and horseback. There's popular hiking trails including Dog Mountain, which offers views of Mount Hood. There's tons of outdoor activities available at Skamania Lodge like axe throwing and zip lining. It's also known for its local dining scene featuring wineries, breweries, and restaurants like Walking Man Brewing and Big River Grill. But one good reason to live in Stevenson is the cost of living, which is lower than the national average and most cities in the state, mixed with low crime rates and great educational opportunities. The downside of living here is the limited economic opportunities. With fewer job opportunities and economic growth compared to other cities in the state, this might be a deterrent. So Stevenson appeals to those seeking a small town atmosphere with access to hiking, fishing, and water activities, along with a lower cost of living and great educational opportunities. Stevenson would be a great place to live if you're looking to retire, you don't mind a little rain, or you want a stunning view of the Columbia River but have a limited budget. Underwood is an even smaller unincorporated community located north of the river and 2 miles west of White Salmon. It's known for its stunning views of the gorge, fruit orchards, and wineries like Aniche Cellars and Hawkins Cellars. It also features stunning wedding venues such as Gorge Crest. So on the other hand, Underwood attracts buyers looking for a rural lifestyle, a small community feel, and opportunities for agriculture or viticulture thanks to its fruit orchards and wineries. Underwood would be a great place to live if you want to have incredible views and room to roam, or if you have dreams of making wine and want to grow your own grapes. Moving to the Oregon side, Parkdale and Odell are unincorporated communities in Hood River County, known for their rural settings, orchards, and access to outdoor activities. Parkdale is situated at the base of Mount Hood, surrounded by forests and outdoor recreation areas. With only a few hundred residents, it's surrounded by orchards from the valley's fruit-growing industry and forests acting as the gateway to Mount Hood National Forest and hiking trails. It also has an adorable downtown with a few shops, restaurants, and a brewery. So Parkdale would appeal to buyers who enjoy a rural setting, proximity to hiking and skiing, and a tight-knit community atmosphere. Similarly, Odell is located south of the Columbia River and Hood River and has around 3,000 residents. It's known for its U-Pick farms and fruit stands like Pearl's Place and the Gorge White House. There are several wineries, including Stevenson and Y East Vineyards. Plus, you get easy access to outdoor recreation in the Hood River Valley. It attracts buyers seeking a rural lifestyle, agricultural opportunities, and a slower pace of life. But it's great for anyone who wants easy access to Hood River. The last city before Tier 1 is the Dalles. This is the largest city in Wasco County with around 16,000 people located along the Columbia River east of Hood River. It's home to the Columbia Gorge Discovery Center and Museum and the annual Northwest Cherry Festival. Living here, you have access to the historic Columbia River Highway Scenic Byway. It serves as a regional hub for commerce, healthcare, and transportation. The Dalles offers a mix of urban amenities and outdoor recreation opportunities. The Dalles might appeal to buyers who want a larger city experience while still being close to the scenic beauty of the Columbia River Gorge. Last but not least, the top 3 Tier 1 cities in the Columbia River Gorge. Starting with Hood River, the city I currently live in with around 8,300 people, it's one of the larger cities in the gorge. Located around 1 hour from Portland, the city offers a high quality of life with great economic opportunity with major employers including Providence Memorial Hospital, multiple aerospace companies, and several major wind sport companies. You will also have access to Mount Hood Meadow Ski Resort about 35 miles away. With tons of recreational activities for family mixed with a mild climate, you can enjoy outdoor opportunities like windsurfing and kiteboarding thanks to having roughly 300 days of wind per year. You can easily go rafting living across from White Salmon, and you can mountain bike to your heart's content with world-class mountain biking up at Post Canyon. But the natural beauty of Hood River is truly breathtaking. You can enjoy incredible views of Mount Hood and Mount Adams, the Columbia River Gorge, and surrounding forests, plus endless local breweries, wineries, and a charming downtown area. The downside to living here is that even though the cost of living is slightly more affordable, when we compare it to the rest of the state, it is actually more expensive, especially for housing prices. There is a limited job market outside fields like tourism and recreation, and seasonal challenges including heavy rains at times and wind in the winter can be bothersome. The more limited shopping and restaurant options are also something to consider when moving to Hood River, but the city is growing and gaining more great options. Next up, we have the small town of Moer, located in Oregon. Many say that living here is a unique experience, especially because the town only has around 517 residents and is very peaceful with a quiet atmosphere and scenic views of the Columbia River Gorge and Mount Hood. Moer is known for its iconic Moer tunnels along the historic Columbia River Highway. One of the best parts of living here is access to parks like Moer Plateau Trail and insanely beautiful lookouts like Rowena Crest and Tom McCall Nature Preserve. So despite the rural location, you can enjoy things like hiking, biking, fishing, and camping, and the easy access to nearby cities brings shopping and entertainment opportunities. It's not too far from the Dalles or Hood River, so you can always visit either city. Even though it is a very small town, you'll have a friendly community, affordable houses, a variety of events throughout the year, and scenic beauty every single day. But because it is a small town, job opportunities are very limited as well as amenities like shopping centers, restaurant variety, and other entertainment options. There is also no gas station and a very small grocery store. The last on the list and one of the most desirable places to live in the Gorge is White Salmon in Washington. Located just across the Columbia River from Hood River, the good thing about living in White Salmon is that you won't need to worry about state income tax. With a population of only a few thousand people, there's very limited inventory of homes, so the home values are highest here. But that also means they appreciate well long-term due to the limited supply and high demand. There are a few major employers here, including In Situ, a Boeing company, and Skyline Hospital. In White Salmon, you can enjoy outdoor activities like whitewater rafting on the White Salmon River, windsurfing at the hatchery, hiking Sleeping Beauty, or biking, fishing, or camping. Besides, the town's scenic and natural beauty is incredible, with waterfalls, rivers, mountains, orchards, lakes, and more surrounding the area. The downtown area also offers a variety of local amenities, including coffee shops, amazing restaurants, a wine tasting shop, a used bookstore, and a yoga studio. A possible downside of living here is that even though it has a slightly lower cost of living and no income tax, you'll find it difficult to find an affordable home. The town also lacks job opportunities, nightlife, and shopping centers, and the small population size can be very limiting for the economy and other opportunities. So while some of these may be in Tier 1 or Tier 3, that doesn't mean they're terrible or better places to live because best is subjective. Which one would you pick and why? Let me know in the comments. I know this can be a lot to remember, so I created a Columbia River Gorge cities comparison sheet you can download in the description. It breaks it all down in a simple guide so you can grab yours instantly using the link below. So if you made it to this point in the video, there's a good chance that you're probably looking to move to the Columbia River Gorge, or you're looking for your next home and we'd love to be your real estate resource of choice. So all you have to do is email me at jen@jdreteam.com to get started. As one of the top teams in the Columbia River Gorge, we help nearly 100 families just like you buy and sell here every year, so we know the Gorge inside and out and can help you. You can also reach out to us using the info in the description. But before you go, if you want to know more about why I love Hood River so much and my honest review after living here for 7 years, then make sure you watch this video up here next. I break down the good, the bad, and even the ugly. So if you want to learn more about Hood River, check that video out by clicking here. See you next time!